Welcome everybody to our show. This is Custom Fab Garage on our channel Octane TV on YouTube. Make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and on top of that, make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can get all the new content that comes out weekly and even every day.
...2013 Toyota RAV4. This is the vehicle we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a remote start on it. They're all the parts that we're going to be using today. The TLK80. This is the T-harness. This is a CMK or CMX brain. You can also use the CM900 brain. Pretty much any of the universal brains will work. The Blade AL, and then a set of remotes from NUSTART. You can also use CompuStar, ArcticStart, all the other remotes will work as well. So just because I'm using these parts, this is the only part that will be dedicated. You can change this to a different brain like CompuStar, ArcticStart, CM900, also a CMX. This is just the newest one. Blade AL, this is the only one that you can use. So basically these are the only ones right here. And then these you can change to CompuStar, ArcticStart as well. These parts here will also be listed in the description down below. And I will also have the other parts listed for like ArcticStart, CompuStar as well. So just in case you don't want NUSTART, they're exactly the same, just different names that are on them. That way I'll put all the links down below if you look down in the description underneath. Make sure on the CMX that you cut this loop right here so these wires are not touching. That's for manual transmission. Okay, so this is how we connected everything here. And if you look on the bottom of this one, it says B right there. So we use this extension harness here. We plugged it into here. This is the one that goes to your ignition right there. Here's your other one down here, your OBD2. And this is the one that goes underneath the fuse box. We had to connect these wires right here. So you have this one that's A, and then basically we cut the purple, and then we connected the one with the white, the blue, the one the A, and then the other purple we connected white with red. And then the parking light wire right here, we connected it, which is green with the white stripe. And then if you go up here, we connected this plug to this plug, the pink one right here with the green one. And then we went down here, this one was already connected. And then this one right here, we connected this orange one right here. And then you have to pin this orange wire in a pin 2. We did that. The pin started messing up, so we went ahead and test taped it and zip tied it so it wouldn't pull itself back because the top part of it wasn't seating correctly. But this is the configuration that we understand the diagram. This is our first time ever using a TLK80. So this is kind of the configuration, and then we're going to put it in the car. I'll show you the diagram of how it goes in the car as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this shroud right here because we need to get to the ignition on the other side here. The good thing about the Toyotas, which is really nice, is the OBD2 is here, and then right up there, right behind it, right there is our plug we need to plug into. So both plugs 1 and 2 are here, and then the other plug is underneath this shroud, basically back here. So I'm going to get this shroud off right now. To remove the shroud, you're going to have a screw on each side. You need to remove the screw so you can pull the shroud down, and you basically take off this screw and then one directly on the opposite side. There's your shroud down. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get it out, but it is down. Right there is your main ignition harness right there, and that's what you need to unplug right there. You want to run the harness up through the back side and then route it up through here so that way that it basically comes underneath everything. And then we'll unplug this, and then you'll plug one side into the plug, and then you'll plug the other side into the harness. So basically it'll be a T. So basically that's our new plug plugged in, that's our factory plug, and then plugged into our T harness right here. And then we're gonna make this all look nice, but I want to show you what it looks like underneath. Okay, next step is we push this back through the hole right here, and then we're gonna plug this one in here to this, and then we'll shove this one back through the factory hole. Another T harness here for the OBD2. We have our last one up in there, is this one right here. So we're basically going to unplug and plug just like you did on the other ones. The OBD2 one's in there like normal.
And basically that plug is right there. Just unplug that one and plug this one right here in, and then plug your T right there. That's it. Okay, now that we have everything programmed, or basically everything wired in, we need to program the blade. The programming instructions, I will put those up as well, but we need to go ahead and program the bypass. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna pull this cartridge out, hold this down, and slide it back in, and it should start flashing red. So basically you wanna pull this out, hold this down while you're sliding it in, and it should start flashing red. And then you'll wanna insert the key, take the key, stick the key into the ignition, turn it over to ignition. This should flash red and then turn blue for a solid 2 seconds. And I'll put the instructions down there as well. But that's all you have to do on programming the blade. I made a mistake. You need to use the C harness. It's labeled up here. I followed the diagram, but I was not paying very much attention, and I just saw B here, and I saw B on the black plug in the diagram, as you can see, but you have to actually go here, and it says C, and I have the wrong one in. So this one's the C, even though it's labeled on the plug here, C, and that one's labeled B. It's B for the diagram and C for the harness. So that's my bad. You want to take the B one out and put the C harness in. So that's my fault. So since we switched out this one, now we got this to program. So it'll flicker red, and then it'll turn solid blue, and then you'll want to turn the key off and pull the key out. That means it's programmed for you. Okay, I made another mistake because I couldn't see it because I wasn't like paying attention, because the way this harness was sitting on the table. There's one labeled here, an immobilizer. There's one labeled here. I didn't even notice this one underneath here because the way this was sitting on the table, I couldn't even read it like this. So there's one labeled no immobilizer on with immobilizer right here. I had it plugged into this one, so definitely make sure you plug it into the one over here that is not labeled immobilizer, but you basically, you know, this one's no immobilizer, this one is immobilizer. So make sure you plug it into there. Otherwise it will not start, but everything's working good. 2013 Toyota RAV4. It also does lock and unlock as well from these remotes. And remote start.